Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. If you're wondering where we are, we're up in the mountains, somewhere between Paphos and Polis, and we're just exiting the village of Lissos, entering the village of Melodia. I think that's how you say it anyway. And we're going to drop down towards Paphos. And if your name's Lady Lubika and you're watching, well, this is the video that's been promised for you for a while. As we drop down from Lissos village through Paphos village down to the main road from Polis to Paphos, or Paphos to Polis, depending on which way you're coming. Big shout out to some of the superstars who like to watch the little show known as Marika and Me now and again. If your name is Lady so sweet Caroline, and of course Lord Nigel of the Big Guns, hopefully that little naughty dog Mr. Barney has given you your gloves back in exchange for a Rambo Whippy ice cream. And you never know, if you keep coming back, Mr. Paul might go and get an ice cream dipped in chocolate especially for you. Look at the views, look at the tranquility and the spectacality of the area known as Lissos. That's what we're going to call it. I used to live in Lissos, lived up here for 5 years, and it really is a great place to come. A lot of expats know that, because a lot of expats live in this area, and it really is a great place to live, although it is a little bit far from Paphos, around about 40-ish kilometres, so in English money about 30 miles. So I moved to Paphos 5 years ago, but I did enjoy my time up here. Lived up here from 2013 to 2019, and it was a great place to live. And one thing's for sure, look at that, that's the view down towards the bay in Latchi. Latchi Harbour is right in front of us, and of course there's a lot of lucky people hopefully dipping their toes in the blue Mediterranean Sea. And that was the view that I used to have straight out of our front lounge window and the bedroom window, straight down to Latchi Bay, and it was an unobstructed view, and that's the bit that I miss the most. We've just been up to Lissos today to see one of our neighbours, well, former neighbours shall we say, friends of ours, to collect one of their cars, because unfortunately the Welshman named as Ivor has managed to back it into something, and now he wants that evidence all taken away. So Mr. Paul and his brother Jeremy have come up to collect it, and we are going to take it down to the body shop and fix it up like new and then return it. And I'm going to get great pleasure in sitting on their terrace and looking out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. There you go, Lady Lubika. This is Paphos. Maybe it'll bring back some memories. This is where that girl resided for 1 or 2 years when she was living in Paphos, and of course she remembers it fondly with great memories in the Paphos village. Another great place for you to come and travel to on your adventures. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter insanity. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, well, it's very simple indeed. All you have to do is Google these magic words: Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me. Buy Me a Coffee is a totally safe and secure platform that allows you to gift a coffee or two virtually to some of the digital creators that perhaps you choose to watch now and again. And we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts to all of the family members that contribute and buy us those coffees now and again. If your name's Dayman, thank you very much indeed. If your name's Baron John, Baroness Louise, thank you very much indeed. The list goes on and on. If your name's Robert and Carol up in downtown Paya, thank you very much indeed. Pen Dance Crew, thank you very much indeed. We're dropping down slowly. The next village, I haven't got a clue what it's called, but it probably will come up on a sign, especially for you. We're up in the mountains above Polis district, should we say, Polis area, and we're going to transcend down to sea level almost and join the main Polis to Paphos road, and we're going to come out by the Byron supermarket. Many people may have stopped there on their travels between Paphos and Polis, because it's pretty much the central point. And if you want a can of Coke or even if your name Lady Andrea and you want a can of Pepsi, that's where you're going to get one from, that's for sure. Beautiful day, by the way. It really is a spectacality of a day indeed. If you're curious to know what the temperature is, 24 degrees. And we are in the 3rd week of November. Yes, you heard me correctly. The 3rd week of November. 24 degrees. The sky is blue. The sea is blue. Mr. Paul is dancing head to toe in blue. All that's missing is you. So get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because we're all waiting just for you. We're going to take a left very, very shortly and transcend down to the main Paphos to Polis road. If you're on your travels in and around Paphos, this has got to be a place for you to come and enjoy the views, shall we say, because up here it's that little bit cooler in the summer and obviously that little bit damper in the winter, but the views, if you're living in a house in Lissos, for example, are absolutely spectacular. And as you look around the mountain tops, you'll find the odd house or two up there. And of course, all of those people understand that they're living in peace, tranquility, calmness, and of course they've got views quite simply to die for. Big shout out to some more of the superstars who like to come back and watch now and again. If your name's Sir Bernie, there's a girl in your life called Lady Jan. We thank you for watching. If your name is Lady Carrie and there's a Sir Tony in your life, it's great news to hear that you are recovering from, well, a bug or two, and hopefully you'll be singing your heart out this weekend. And of course, Sir Tony, the greatest roadie in the world, will be in charge of all of the logistics and all of the assembly and all those kind of things. And we wish you a truly spectacality of a weekend indeed. Wow. Absolutely spectacality of a road it is indeed. The surface, well, that's not very good. It's gyrating us about a little bit, shall we say, but the views and the trees and the beauty of the area are absolutely spectacular. This is probably the true Cyprus, as people would say. Lots of people who are foreigners who live up in the hills say this is true Cyprus. It's where it's a much slower pace of life. You get to Daxi Ray, as I say, relax, chill out on your veranda, in your garden, picking your plums, whatever you might do, whatever your fancy might be, and of course dipping into your own personal swimming pool. What can be better than that? So if you're looking for a place to come for a week, a fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your life, perhaps this area of Paphos should be at the very top of your list. Just make sure you get yourself a reliable car. You're obviously going to save a couple of bob on the property. They're not cheap, but obviously they are a lot cheaper the further you get away from Paphos, that's for sure. Look at that for some greenery on that little mountain. And there's a house right on top of that, and that's a customer of mine, and he lives in an absolute spectacular house, by the way. You can't really grasp it from down here, but when you get up there, oh my goodness. He's got a 360-degree view. He's got a spectacular infinity swimming pool, and he's got his own electricity supply as well. So he heats his pool all year round. He once told me on New Year's Day he dipped in his pool and the temperature was 26 degrees in the water and 17 degrees outside, and he said, you know what, it was absolute bliss. It really was. Absolutely spectacular indeed. So we're very quickly now going to join to the main road, highway as we call it in Cyprus, between Polis and Paphos, and we're going to take a left and we are going to head back towards Paphos. We're technically in Stromby village, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Byron supermarket will come up on our left hand side. There's a little terrace outside where you can sit, have a beer, have a coffee, have a frappe or two, whatever tickles your fancy. Hillside in and around Lissos, Perestronia is probably one of the nicest places in the Paphos district. And of course, it's not far to Polis to go for your weekly shop, and it's not far to go to Paphos. As I say, around about 30 miles in English money, 40 kilometres in European money, should we say. Byron Supermarket's coming up on the left, and it says there Paphos 28 kilometres. So let's get on with it. Here we go. We're joining the main road, and this village here now is Stauli. Well, that's how I say it anyway. So stick with us for that little bit longer as we transcend along the main road from Polis to Paphos. The next village coming up is Choli. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's over there on the right hand side, and there's an antique shop in there run by an English gentleman, and normally there's a little sign on the road just up here, and yes, there it is on the left hand side. There's a little sign and it says Skauli Antique Shop. So if you want to go and get that special gift, or perhaps that special memento, if you've got a property in Cyprus, that could be that special place for you. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Of course, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter insanity. And while you're at it, don't forget to click through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform. If you want a special video with your name on it, a birthday shout out, an anniversary shout out, or you want me to go especially to somewhere for you, a few coffees and that video will be coming especially for you. This little drive today was for one of our biggest superstars, our great fan, and a girl we love very, very much indeed. She's dancing, she's prancing in downtown Warwickshire. Lady Marika, we're loving you like crazy, and that little drive was especially for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon, indeed, somewhere in and around the Paphos and the Paphos district. Thanks for watching.